really stressed. I think your cortisol levels are spiking through the roof right now. You had a busy week. I got you. We've all had busy weeks. But there is a top 5 list of ways to lower your cortisol. And I usually don't share this with just anyone, so you're pretty special. At number 5, we got tapping whiskey glasses. You see this right here? This is a fine specimen of a whiskey glass. The only reason why I even have this glass is because when I was riding my horse literally got a flat tire. Can you believe that? How do horses get flat tires? But they do. They very much do. And there's a traveler walking by, and I saw he had one of these beautifully crafted whiskey glasses, you know? I mean, if you look at this masterpiece, it's literally beautiful. Like, it has so many little engravings on it. Engravings on it. See, look at that. It even has a little stamp marking right there for WR. I don't know what WR means, but it probably means he's like aboard of the Wright brothers or something when they made planes. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, yeah, so fifth way to get rid of stress and lower your cortisol is tapping whiskey glasses. Don't you already feel so much more relaxed now? The fact that you get to tap on a whiskey glass. And not only that, a pro tip I'm only going to share with you is you can actually use a little pen on the whiskey glass to be able to hear all the tiny little details, the details that the whiskey glass has to offer with these little leaf-looking things. I know. So stress relieving, it's beautiful almost. Are you sleepy yet? No? Alright. Well, I'm gonna tap on this beautiful belt buckle that us Westerners wear while I talk about the 4th way to lower your cortisol. The 4th way that you can lower your cortisol is actually by driving a Corolla. You can literally drive a Corolla. And the moment that you step into the driver's seat, it's so stress-free. I mean, especially with these gas prices right now. I can't even afford to log into my bank account, let alone buy gas for my car. But the Corolla makes it stupid easy to be able to just fill up on gas and go, you know. We love belt buckles. Whew. Sorry. My cortisol was getting pretty low there. I almost fell asleep, to be honest with you. But yeah, in sitting in the driver's seat, the way that like the seats of the Corolla are designed, it literally practically like hugs you. Who doesn't want to be hugged when they get into their car? I know I do. And I need hugs. It's been a while since I've had one. Just kidding. It's got a golden plated skull on it. I think the skull belongs to like a coyote or something, you know. I don't know, but I'm just kidding. It's a skull. I don't know, but it's a pretty beautiful one, you know. Here, it's a little rusty for sure, but it honestly gets the job done just as much as driving a Corolla. Matter of fact, why don't I write the name Corolla on your little head? Just so you remember that the fourth best way to lower your cortisol is to drive a Corolla. So we start with a C. Get a little C. Then we get an O. A little O. Then an R. Another O. Oh, I might be spiking the audio, I'm sorry. Two L's, but I never take any. L. And lastly, an A for my name, Andrew. Don't you already feel extremely stress-free by now? You don't? What did you go through this week? My goodness. Okay. The third best way to lower your cortisol is by eating at Red Lobster. Look, I know. Not many people go to Red Lobster, okay? But it's a good place to eat. They have really good biscuits. And if you are gonna actually believe me, they also have lobsters. I know. Goes beyond our imagination of what we can comprehend. But I'm telling you, once you sit in that comfortable chair and you get to smell the absolute aura of Red Lobster, your cortisol levels are gonna get lower. So much lower. It's gonna get lower than your credit score. And that's already pretty low. Sorry, I'm just projecting here. I got a pretty low credit score right now. I got my horse repoed. How does that even happen? How did I get I literally got a 15% APR because my credit score was like 49 on a horse. Do you know how much the upkeep is on stallions, bro? That's expensive, even more expensive than literally gas. It's alright. But yes, eating at Red Lobster will lower your cortisol extremely. Feeling sleepy yet? Really? You're not sleepy yet? Okay. Good thing we still have 2 more to go. Number 1's gonna blow your mind. Remember that. Do you like whiskey? I like whiskey. Not that often though, you know. Like I'll drink a little bit of like Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker, American Eagle, I think one of them is called, or I'm probably butchering that, or it might not even be a real company. It's some good stuff though, but man, does it burn your throat. Holy moly. But I guess it's pretty strong stuff, so it's probably gonna burn your throat. But that's okay. Alright, at number 4, for lowering, number two, sorry, my stress is pretty high, I need to be listening to myself. At number 2, I'm sorry if my fingers look weird, I'm double jointed. I have 2 right hands. Did you know that? I have 2 right hands. Who else have you met with 2 right hands? I guarantee no one. Anyways, number 2, we have don't get flat tires on your car. Let me give you a little story time, okay? So back in January, earlier this year, I went to go get some Raising Cane's. First of all, Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's to erase the pains. Right? Anyways. But yeah, I literally went to Raising Cane's to erase my pains. And I thought, while I was sitting in the parking lot, I was like, okay, it's a beautiful day out. It was like a Saturday, I think. And I wanted to go get a car wash. After my first horse got repoed, I had to get a new car, and unfortunately, with that horse being gone, I can't get anywhere. How am I supposed to go to Raising Cane's? Besides walking, but it's actually one relatively nearby, but anyways, yeah, so I got my car and I was like, let me go to the car wash, right? And on my car, while I was going to the car wash, right? You know how they have those little rails? Let me put that down for a moment. You know how they have little guide rails for the wheels to just go straight, you'll see the big buff dude who probably shouldn't be working at a car wash, just go like this. You're good, And then they pointed the little sign right next to them. It's like foot off brake, neutral, hands off the wheel, just stuff like that, he was pushing me, and I was like, okay, cool. And I lined directly up with the guardrail, right? Here's the thing, though. A little bit before I went to the car wash, I think a week, or maybe several weeks, I don't remember. I literally had installed on all 4 of my tires live tire pressure measuring systems. TPMS. I literally installed that on my Corolla, And apparently that counts as an aftermarket product. A modification to the car. I guess. I literally just screwed on the valve stem of the tire. But it's whatever, I guess. Anyways, so those stuck out maybe 2 centimeters from the sidewall, from the wheel of the car, And so I'm sitting there in the car wash, just going through there. I start feeling a little bit of shaking, and I'm like, what the heck? But it, felt kind of normal. But then my alarm started blaring, yelling at me, I got scared, I was just sitting in the car, and the alarm for the front driver's side tire just starts blaring, beep, 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 and just constantly blaring, and I'm like, what in the world is going on with my little Sasha? I named my Corolla Sasha, by the way, don't judge me. I lost a lot after that first horse. Anyways, it started blaring that alarm, and I am sat there in my seat, sunk in with a terrifying thought that something is awry. You know, turns out something was awry. And 5 seconds later, after the first sensor went off, the rear driver's side sensor as well started popping off. Beep, 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 beep. I'm like, wow, stop. Stop. I said, wait, what's going on? And of course, me knowing me, I was in denial, you know. I was like, there's no way something's actually wrong with my Corolla. And plus, the dashboard is completely silent. There's no low tire pressure measure thing on the dashboard, you know. So I was like, we're good. You know, no, we weren't good. We weren't far from good. And I'm going to the car wash, and my car starts like banging left and right, like doom, 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 you know. And I'm like, what is going on right now? Then my car says something. You know, my car starts communicating with me, communicating. Hey, we have a problem. Something's wrong with the tires. I said, oh frick. And so I pulled out of the car wash, and I literally parked, and I come out of my car on my driver's side, and there is literally 2 quarter-sized holes in my sidewall. This big. It's like somebody just like got like one of those like cookie cutters and just it literally gashed a hole in my tire and completely blew it out in the car wash. You know. Anyways, I ended up having to replace all 4 tires because my other 2 were also getting really, really short. And I had to get my car towed. And it costed me like $900. And then later that day, I had to go to the hospital anyways. Like, talk about a loss in one day, my goodness. That's why I'm saying the second best way to lower your cortisol is don't get flat tires. If you can avoid it, do not get any flat tires at all. Okay. I don't get how you're still stressed. Literally, what turmoil are you facing this week? Your banana tree died. Oh! I'm sorry. You deserve better. Your banana tree died. Hey man, the sun's gotta set eventually, you know, but I have one more way to lower your cortisol and absolutely put you to bed. Sleep. There's one more way that we can put you to bed. And the number one way to lower your cortisol is to not obtain asthma. Don't get it. Asthma's pretty dangerous, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I got it, you know. And it's hard to lower my cortisol levels when you have asthma. Do you have asthma? No? Okay. Don't obtain it. If you want to lead a stress-free life, just don't obtain asthma. You know? Like, if you see an asthmatic person, like, just keep your distance. You know? Don't get close to asthmatic people, or you might get asthma. Or not. I don't know. I learned this information while I was shopping at Aldi's. But I'm just saying, like, if you can avoid getting asthma and you don't have to pay to breathe. I literally have to pay to breathe. I literally live off of a subscription to Life, where every month I have to buy a new inhaler to breathe. Talk about a killer subscription, you know. But that's okay. Because I drive a Corolla and I have a whiskey glass and a very wicked belt buckle. So there are ways around it if you do have asthma. If you don't, you're already one league above me, so you're doing pretty well. You're getting sleepy. Let's go. It's good that you follow my little list. It's not all inclusive, you know. But you do have to drive a Corolla though if you want like unlimited lower cortisol. Just don't forget that, you know. Alright. I'll let you leave it. I'll let you leave to bed, I guess. If your cortisol spikes up again, come find me. Because I have this right here. The Lone Star. It's very beautiful. And you are too. Anyways, have a good night. And also, if your horse gets repoed, what? Sorry, I just saw a notification on my phone that like threw me off. But if your horse gets repoed,